Hello students, today we will study class 7 science chapter light. In this video we will cover 3 points. First is rectilinear propagation of light, that is light travels along a straight line. Here you can see its picture. Second point is reflection of light and law of reflection. In this picture you can see how a light is reflected by the mirror, and according to the law of reflection, angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. Third point we will cover is about concave and convex mirror with their uses and real and virtual images formed by them. Here you can see its picture. Now our first topic is rectilinear propagation of light. Let us see this picture. In this image, in A point, boy can see the candle clearly. But in B point, boy cannot see the candle through a bent pipe because light travels along a straight line. Now our second topic is reflection of light. Now after looking at this picture, you will be able to know that how you can see the objects. Here you can see the object, that is a fruit basket. Now when light falls on an object, a part of it is bounced off from the surface. When this bounced off light falls on our eyes, we see the object. Similarly, instead of fruit basket, if an object is shiny, plane mirror. Now this plane mirror reflects light falling on it. By turning the mirror, you can reflect light in different directions. As here, you can see light is reflected on red t-shirt boy. See children, reflection of light follows some rule, and that is law of reflection. See in this picture, this is an object which is emitting light onto a mirror. This ray is called incident ray. This is the point of incidence, where it meets at the mirror. Then mirror reflects the light. This ray is called reflected ray. And this line is called normal. Now angle between normal and incident ray is called angle of incidence. And the angle made between normal and reflected ray is called angle of reflection. So according to the law of reflection, angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Let us see some examples of law of reflection. In this picture, this is incident ray coming from the torch with slides. There is a mirror also. This is reflected ray, reflected back by the mirror. So here you can see that the beam of light from the torch with slides strikes the plane mirror at an angle of incidence. The mirror changes the direction of light that falls on it and reflects the light at an angle of reflection. An image of slides of light can be seen in the mirror. You can also see one more example in which this is the image of trees. Here the surface of water can also act like a mirror, and we can see the image of trees in the water. Now I think the topic of reflection of light with the law of reflection is clear to all of you. Children, I want to tell you that as you see here the image of trees and image of slides of light in the mirror, what are these images? These images can be virtual or real. Now let us learn about virtual image. Here you can see a girl looking into the mirror and brushing her teeth. Please notice her image in the mirror. Her image is virtual image. Virtual image is always erect, that is straight. It is of same size as of object. It always have the same distance behind the mirror as the object in front of it. And the most important property of virtual image is that it is laterally inverted. That is interchange of left and right. Here you can see a girl is brushing with her left hand, but in the mirror she is looking like using her right hand. So I will also show one more example which is commonly used in ambulance. Why in ambulance opposite letters are written? This is because when we see into our vehicle mirror, we can see the laterally inverted image of ambulance and give them way to reach immediately to the hospital. Children, please note that a plane mirror always forms a virtual image. As I have told you that there are virtual as well as real images. So let us learn about real image. Please see this picture. This is projector and this is screen. Real image is formed on screen. So please note that real image is always formed on screen but not on mirror. Children, do you remember I have told you about how can we see the objects? Let me recall that when light falls on an object, that object reflects light which reaches our eyes and we are able to see the object. Let us learn how our eyes help us to see the object. This is the picture of our eyes. Here eye is looking at the girl, that is an object. Now the girl is reflecting the light falling on it from any source of light. When these reflected rays reaches our eye, these rays pass through cornea and lens and reaches retina, which is the screen of the eye. But here you can see the upside down image of the girl. Actually, this image is also smaller than the real object. This image is real image because it is formed on the retina, that is screen of the eye. Now the question arises that how we see actual girl then? So the answer is brain studies the image and as it knows that light travels in straight line, so able to calculate the distance and size of the object. Therefore we can see the object in correct size, direction, distance and right side up. So now I think you are clear with the concept of real and virtual image. Now we will study about spherical mirrors. Here you can see a ball. If we cut this ball, then its inner part is concave surface and its outer part is convex surface. Let us have a look on this hollow glass sphere. And please note some very essential points of this sphere. The center of the sphere of which the mirror forms a part is called the center of curvature. The radius of the sphere of which the mirror forms a part is called the radius of curvature. The center of the mirror is called pole. Now as here the inner side is reflecting side, so this is concave mirror. Line passing through center of curvature and pole is called its principal axis. It is always perpendicular to the mirror at the pole. Same thing you will notice in this sphere. This is center of curvature, radius of curvature, pole and principal axis you can see. The main difference is the reflecting side is outside. So this is convex mirror. Now let us study in detail about concave mirror. As I have told you that reflecting part of concave mirror is inside. Here you can see that the concave mirror reflects the parallel rays of light in such a way that reflection all the rays converge or meet at one point called focus in front of the mirror. The distance from the focus up to the concave mirror is called the focal length of the concave mirror. The focus of a concave mirror is real because light rays actually pass through it. So we can say concave mirror gives us real image. Let us clear the same with the help of an example. Here the sun rays are falling on the concave mirror. Reflected light from the mirror fall on a sheet of paper. you will get a sharp bright spot on the paper. The spot on the paper is actually the image of the sun formed by the mirror. It is therefore a real image. This point is focus of the concave mirror. Do you know, children, concave mirror gives real as well as virtual image. As I have already told you that real image always forms on screen and virtual image in the mirror. Similar rule follows here. See in this picture. This is concave mirror and this is real. This is the distance between candle and mirror is 50 centimeter. This is screen and this is the real image of the flame. When an object is placed at a far off distance from a concave mirror, that is beyond center of curvature. I have told you center of curvature. When an object is placed beyond center of curvature, the image formed by the concave mirror is real, inverted and much smaller than the object. Now in this picture, distance reduced from 50 centimeter to 10 centimeter. This is the real image of the flame. When an object is placed nearer to a concave mirror, that is between the focus and the center of curvature, the image formed by the concave mirror is real, inverted and larger than the object. As you see, these are the real images as they are formed on screen and vary in size according to the position of the object in front of mirror. Concave mirrors can also form virtual images also in the mirror. See in this picture. Because image is formed in the mirror and not on screen. When an object is placed close to a concave mirror, that is between the focus and the pole, the image formed by a concave mirror is virtual, erect and larger than the object. Now we have learned about concave mirror. We will learn about its uses also. There are so many uses of concave mirror. These mirrors are used by dentists to see the large images of teeth of patients. They are also used as reflectors in torches to get a strong beam of light. These concave mirrors are used as shaving mirrors to see a large image of the face. Doctors also use these mirrors, reflectors, to produce a parallel beam of light for examining the body parts such as eyes, ears, nose and throat. Concave mirrors shaped dishes of dish antenna that are used to receive TV signals, which are very important, and they are coming from satellites which are high up in the sky. To convert solar energy into heat, that is further to cook food, to boil water, to generate steam and to generate electricity. So concave mirrors are very important. They play a very important role. The astronomical telescope also uses a large concave mirror to form an image of the star or planet. So as we have learned completely about concave mirror, let us study in detail about convex mirror. As I have told you, the reflecting part of convex mirror is outside. Here you can see that the parallel rays of sunlight diverge, yani ki spread out. They cannot meet at a point in front of the convex mirror. So, please also notice that in the convex mirror, the reflected rays appear to be coming. They appear means it is imaginary that they are to be coming from a single point F, that is behind the convex mirror. The focus of a convex mirror is virtual because light rays do not actually pass through it. So see in this picture, this focus is the virtual image of the sun formed by the mirror. So, do you know, children, convex mirror gives only virtual image. Here you can see this picture. in this picture, this is convex mirror and this is the object. Whatever be the distance of the object from a convex mirror, whatever be the distance, the image formed by the convex mirror is always virtual, erect and smaller than the object. So convex mirror always gives virtual image. Now have a look on uses of convex mirror. These mirrors are used as rear view mirrors. Okay, or slide view mirrors in vehicles on the road. So, second use of convex mirror is large convex mirrors are also used as shop security mirrors. Now we have completed this chapter. Let us recall what we have learned in this video. First is rectilinear propagation of light, that is, light travels in a straight line. Second, reflection of light. Third, law of reflection, which says that angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Fourth is real image, that is formed on screen. And virtual image always formed on mirror but not on screen. Concave mirror and its uses, like it is used in telescope or to produce electricity by the dentist, in torches and in car headlights also. Convex mirror uses are that they are uses in vehicles and shop security mirrors also. Let us do some frequently asked questions. Can light bend around objects in its path? No. Light cannot bend around the objects as it only travels in a straight line. Does a plane mirror form a real image or a virtual image? A plane mirror always forms a virtual image of an object because the image formed by plane mirror cannot be obtained on the screen. To which side does the reflecting surface of a convex mirror curve? Inwards or outwards? The reflecting surface of convex mirror curves outwards. What kind of mirror will you use as a rear view mirror in a car? Convex or concave? Convex. What kind of mirror will be used by dentist to see the enlarged image of teeth? Convex or concave? Concave. If a concave mirror forms a real magnified image of an object, where the object is located? The object is between focus and center of curvature. So, if you like my video, then please press the like button below the YouTube video and do not forget to subscribe the video. Thanks for watching my video. Bye.